Dad, CarMax Q3 earnings, they just came out the other day, and it is shining a bad light on the auto industry. We have incredible numbers, not good numbers, coming out of CarMax, the big adult in the room when it comes to these types of dealer groups. Dad, there's a quote from Bill Nash, the CEO of CarMax, from the earnings call that I think we should run literally right now, talking about how he expects retail prices to come down in the near future.
What you'll see going forward is your retail average selling prices are going to come down a lot more than what you've seen up to this point. So we feel good about retail GPU.
You heard it, Pops. What do you think?
Well, I think he's spot on. When obviously they're a big operator, the largest seller of pre-owned cars in America, and they've seen the handwriting on the wall. They've seen sales decline. They've seen the amount of people in the market is dwindle. They realize that interest rates are going up and making cars less and less affordable. So that their thinking is, in order to make them more affordable moving forward, if interest rates are going to continue to go up, that means pricing is going to have to come down. Since rates are definitely going to continue to go up because the Fed has said they're going to continue to raise the Fed money rates.
Fed fund rates, yeah.
The Fed fund rates, there's only one avenue left, and that's to lower the price of the cars.
This is the CEO of the world's largest used car retailer literally saying on an earnings call, retail prices are going to come down. I don't know how much more. You guys might not believe us. We don't actually even expect you to believe Bill Nash. But you watch and listen to the entire earnings call. There was another section, Dad, he was getting hit on. We'll play the clip here in just a second. Competitors, unnamed competitors.
Yes, that would be Carvana and Vroom and Shift.
Liquidating their inventory at lower prices. We'll play the clip.
As far as market share, giving you some detail on market share declines. Year to date, like you said, we still have gains in share. We did see declines most recently in September and October, which is the latest title data that we have. But this speaks to why I always hesitate talking about market share on the short-term basis, because sometimes there are some temporary pressures, and we saw competitors lowering prices and margins to move inventory, which I'll be honest with you, it's not surprising. I mean, we saw a very similar play back in the 08-09 recession. It's also the reason that we did much more expansive pricing elasticity testing. And through those tests, we're confident that even though we would have sold more cars if we had lowered the prices, we actually would have made less money. And as I said in my opening remarks, and what I've always said is we're always, what we're going after is profitable long-term market share gains. And I think we've got a great track record on that. We really shine when it comes to inventory management. I'm really pleased. If you notice, I talked about how much our total inventory has gone down, but we're able to maintain saleable units. And that's because the team did a phenomenal job really cleaning up stuff that we had, whether we were waiting on parts, missing titles. We really worked hard to clean up the lot. So to your point, the aging inventory, it's one of the reasons why you didn't see more movement in our ASPs, our average selling prices, given the depreciation. The team did a phenomenal job working through that, getting it out there.
Essentially what they're talking about here, Dad, is their competitors have had to be more aggressive on lowering average selling prices, lowering their GPU, gross profit per unit, but CarMax hasn't had to do that as much. That being said, their expectation is moving forward, they will. Everything we've been preaching on this channel is, I hate to say, it's coming to fruition, and it's opportunistic. Like, if you're going to buy a car next year, a used car, you now know CarMax is probably going to try and hold more gross margin on that than some of the others. And the longer you wait, like probably by summertime of next year, this industry is really going to be a bloodbath. I mean, year over year, their net income was down 86%. You can't sustain that for that long, and the only way that you're going to be able to move in this industry is by flipping inventory. Like, the prices are going to go down and continue to go down.
Now through January 1st, type in GIFT50 and get 50% off your YAA Plus membership, or GIFT150 to save $150 on your extended warranty. Go to joinyaa.com to save now. They've been in a position, if you believe everything that he said, that they've been able to mitigate these challenges better than Others because, well, they've been in the business for 30 years and they have better processes in place in order to survive situations like this. They survived the Great Recession, so there would be no reason to suspect that they wouldn't be able to survive this. Whereas some of their major competitors out there are financially strapped, made huge errors in their spend for cars when they were buying cars, perhaps didn't shut that valve off soon enough, and will find themselves in a position where they have to sustain larger losses per vehicle sold than CarMax would, and well, that could lead to the demise of some of their competitors out there.
I was live tweeting this. I was literally listening to the earnings call in the gym I was live tweeting this. I was literally in the gym this morning, and I was listening, and I was live tweeting at the same time. CarMax CEO literally said, we stopped spending money advertising our appraisal services and things like that because we didn't want to buy cars from consumers as the market was depreciating as quickly as it was. So, times have changed. That's certainly sure. Too long didn't read. For those of you who are interested in buying a used car, continue to stay patient.
Yes.
Because we are seeing now the writing on the wall, the alarm bells being rung from the adult in the room, okay? If you are looking for the best possible value, it's probably not a CarMax. That's another thing. They said they're going to try their best to hold their gross profit per unit at $2,200 per vehicle sold. You can probably find the fire sale going on at some cash-strapped other dealers, not just Carvana. Like, your local dealership may be cash-strapped beginning of next year as well. And so, kind of hold the line would be my recommendation on the used car side because prices are going to continue to come down.
They're suggesting that your patience should and will be rewarded. So take note.
So seriously, this is some big news coming from the biggest, most robust used car retailer in the United States. If you're in the market, stay in tune with us on all the things that are happening. But this is like one of the first shoes to drop. We kind of had an indication that was going to happen from their Q2 earnings. This one's made it even more clear.
Yep, absolutely.
Thanks, Pops.
Thank you.